super duper fun in store for us. We are going to be doing two really awesome things. First of all, we're going to be doing an awesome read aloud of one of my favorite books from one of my favorite series, the Elephant and Piggy series. And we are going to be reading Should I Share My Ice Cream by Mo Williams. This book is so good and I love it. But the other thing that we're going to do and the other reason we're reading this book today is because it is filled with, drumroll please, adjectives. So we are going to be talking today, doing a mini lesson on adjectives and ways that books show emotion through photos and font size and things like that. So we're going to be talking all about that after we're done with our read aloud using this book. So let's get reading and then we will do our little adjective lesson. So while we are reading, make sure you keep your eyes out for adjectives. And if you want, so you don't forget, we're going to go over them at the end, so it's totally fine if you don't want to. But grab a piece of paper and you can write down the adjectives that you see. Ice cream. Get your cold ice cream for a hot day. Oh boy, ice cream? One ice cream, please. Here you go. Oh boy, I love ice cream. Wait, Piggy loves ice cream too. Piggy is my best friend. Should I share my ice cream with her? Should I share my awesome, yummy, sweet, super, great, tasty, nice, cool ice cream? Maybe Piggy does not like this flavor. Sharing a flavor Piggy does not like would be wrong. I will eat the ice cream. Wait, Piggy will like this flavor. It is very yummy. I will share my ice cream. It will not be easy. Hey, Piggy is not here. She does not know I have my ice cream. I will eat the ice cream. Where is Piggy? What if she is sad somewhere? I must find her. When I do, I will say, would you like some of my ice cream? Then she will say, thank you, that would cheer me up. Then I will give her my ice cream to share. Yum! Then my best friend will be happy. I will do it. I will share my ice cream. No! Now Piggy cannot have any of my ice cream. Now I cannot have any of my ice cream either. I blew it. Huh? You look sad. Would you like some of my ice cream? Thank you. That would cheer me up. Yum. That was not my plan. Oh well, this works too. Okay guys, so that was an Elephant and Piggy book, Should I Share My Ice Cream? So now let's talk a bit about those adjectives and descriptions and things like that. So if you don't know what an adjective is, I'm going to be doing more of these mini lessons like this. So we're going to be talking a lot more about this. So don't worry about it. So make sure you stay tuned for all that. But let's go over what an adjective is really fast before we get into this. An adjective is a word that describes, typically it can be anything from like a number to a letter, like it describes a noun. So an adjective is a word that describes a noun. Those are the one thing that we are going to remember, that one sentence that we are going to remember to make sure we know what an adjective is. An adjective is a word that describes a noun. So, and if we don't remember what a noun is a person, place, thing, or animal. So let's talk about this. So we're going to go through each page and we're going to see where we can find these adjectives. So on this first page, I already see an adjective. So when we see these adjectives, they're kind of telling us the emotions that the characters are feeling. So in a book, there are 3 ways in a book like this that we are going to see those emotions. So in a book like this, where we have the text bubbles and how they're speaking with our pictures, we are going to use adjectives. We are going to use the way they're speaking. We can use punctuation, which also goes with the way they're speaking, and then the pictures. So here we can kind of see they seem really excited. This little penguin dude, he's selling the ice cream, right? And he is super duper excited too about the ice cream. As he says, oh boy, ice cream. So he's excited. And then here we already have an adjective, cold. So that kind of tells us that the ice cream is nice, it's yummy, it's cold, and it's perfect for that hot day. Then it says he wants one, right? So that's kind of telling us something. We can see he gets the ice cream and it gives it to him. And then he's really excited. So he's running and we can see from here, oh boy, I love ice cream. So he's really excited and we can see that. And then he is having a dilemma. He's like, should I share my ice cream? What should I do, right? Because he's kind of like, oh, Piggy's my best friend. I don't know what I should do. So now he's kind of being like, oh, I don't know. And he keeps thinking about it and he's trying to decide. And then we get to this page where he's using a lot of adjectives to tell us, the readers, about the ice cream. He's saying that his ice cream is awesome, it's yummy, it's sweet, it's super, it's great, it's tasty, it's nice, and it's cool. And those are the words that he is using to decide to share and tell us about his ice cream. Now, it wouldn't sound as good if he wrote, should I share my ice cream? If he wrote, compared to what he did write, which is, should I share my awesome, yummy, sweet, super great, tasty, nice, cool ice cream? Now, when you're writing, you don't have to use all those adjectives. You only need one. Sometimes you don't even need any. And on some pages of the book, there are no adjectives. But adjectives help the reader kind of see what's happening. So we can see he's having this dilemma. He's in love with the ice cream. We can see that through the picture. But he's like, maybe I should share it. He's deciding, then he decides he's going to eat it. And he's excited. So we can see that this book is kind of about a dilemma. And as we can see, as the story is going through, us as the readers can tell something's going on. So if we look at the pictures, we can kind of see that ice cream is starting to melt. Now, this isn't something that he is telling us directly. It's not something that he is saying through his text bubbles. We can see it as the readers throughout the pictures. And that is how we know that. Like, oh, the ice cream is starting to melt. What is going to happen? And he's telling us more about it, and we can start to see the drips. And as we can see, this is definitely something that the artist who made these pictures, the illustrator, did this on purpose. These drips weren't just, oh, I'm going to throw some drips on the page to make it seem that way. This is so we can see what's going on. And in a way, this is showing us what's happening. And we can see he has this dilemma. He's really unsure what he's going to do. And his ice cream is slowly melting. He decides he's going to eat it. So he's like, I'm going to eat my ice cream. And then he is sad because he's like, where's Piggy? And we can kind of see throughout the pictures what he's thinking about. He's thinking about Piggy being sad and how he must find her and what he will do when he does find her and how that will make her happy. And then he's excited and he decides that he's going to share his ice cream with her. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to make her so happy. She's not going to be sad. But then by the time he makes this decision, his ice cream is already melted. It is on the floor and he's not happy about it. So I will do it. I will share mine. And we can see as the font gets a lot smaller, and in the picture, he's sad. He's like, oh, what am I going to do? And this is showing the reader that he is not happy that his ice cream is melted because it took him so long to make this decision. Now that he finally did, he can't even put it into play. So that's kind of why that's small. And then he sits down on the floor, and it makes the font really big, and he goes, no! Which again shows us he's mad. He's not happy about this. He's really sad. And then it's melted, he's sad, he's like, nah, I can't share my ice cream. And he's really mad about it. And again, we see that small font. I blew it! So, he could just show us the photos. The illustrator could have just showed us the photos. We could have had no text boxes. We could have had no photos. We could have just had text boxes. But together, they kind of show us his feelings, his emotions. We get to read it and see it. But then, Piggy comes to the rescue, and she brings him ice cream. And we can see his immediate excitement. But then he's kind of bummed out because he's like, this wasn't my idea. This was what I was supposed to be doing. I was supposed to help Piggy. But now she has ice cream and she shared it with me. And then he's happy because this works too for him. Because now he has ice cream also. Even though his melted when he was trying to make that decision. So as you can see throughout that book, a lot of adjectives, descriptions, and things are shown throughout the photos. Those ways that we talked about in the beginning, those 3 ways of showing the reader what is happening, is used in this book. Now as you get older and you start to read more chapter books, and we are going to be doing a few more chapter books throughout the year. This is one of them that we'll be reading. Miss Daisy is still crazy, and the one that we are actively reading I do not have on hand with me right now. But we are going to be reading a lot of chapter books, and when we read chapter books, let me show you what they typically look like. They don't really have all those photos, so that's kind of when adjectives come more into play. So right now we're going to be working a little bit more about seeing the photos with the writing and everything like that, but soon enough we'll be doing the same sort of thing, but with chapter books like this one that don't really have photos. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helped you guys learn a bit more about adjectives and have a lot more fun. So we are going to be talking more about adjectives, nouns, verbs, everything like that very, very soon, and all that fun stuff. So make sure to stay tuned, follow, like, all that stuff. New videos come every week, and sometimes there's a few surprises. So, mwah, little learners out.